Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mary's Creative Decor. To get started today, we're going to need 2 storage jars that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use my gray chalk paint to cover up the glossiness as well as the print on the jars. I picked up some black acrylic paint from Dollar Tree. We'll be using that today. I have foam brushes that I'll use as well. I have my Gorilla Glue. We'll be using that. My bling wrap. I'll be using that. I picked this up from Amazon. And I used it also in my last project. I have my mirror contact paper. I'll be using a little bit of that today. And last, these crystal knobs that I had left over from another project, and these crystal brooches. We'll use those. We're going to first take our chalk paint and we're going to paint the jars. We're going to cover up this graffiti print with the chalk paint. Once the chalk paint has been added to the jars, we're going to set them aside to dry. The chalk paint has dried and I'm back to put the black acrylic paint on the jars. Once the acrylic paint is added to the jars, we're going to set them aside and let them dry for 30 minutes before we begin to add our bling wrap. I'm so sorry, I don't have any footage of me putting on the bead wrap. My camera wasn't on and I wasn't aware, but this is what I did. Once my jar was painted with the acrylic black, I took my bling wrap and I cut it to size, and with my hot glue gun, I glued the bling wrap on both my jars. And as you can see, it turned out beautiful. Now we want to work on covering our lids with the mirror reflective paper. We're going to use the top side of the jar to draw circles. These circles, when cut out with the reflective paper, should fit the top of the lid. I'm using the top side of the jar because the lid is not completely flat. Once you've cut out your reflective mirror paper, you want to take the circles and adhere them to the top side of both your jar lids. Make sure that you smooth out your mirror reflective paper on the jar lids, and any overhang, you want to take your shears and simply cut it away. Now we're ready to dress the side of the jars, the outside of the jars. I was going to use the same bling wrap but it's bigger than what I need it to be. So I'm going back to my regular bling wrap, and I'm using 2 rows that I've cut down to size, and I will be gluing it around the outside of the jar lid. Once I've added my bling wrap around the side of the jar, I'm ready to take off my mirror reflective paper. Once the plastic film is off my mirror reflective paper, again I'm going to ensure that it's smoothed down and tight against my lid so that I can now add the handle to the top of my lid. I'm going to take my Gorilla Glue, put it around the knob, and then I will place it in the center of my lid. I'll also embellish a little further with my flower bling, and I will add that to the top side of my lid. And here is my completed lid. Absolutely beautiful. Before we get started on our vase, I just wanted to show you that I had the brooch that I was going to use on the container, but I like it so much without the brooch, we're going to leave it as is and get started on our next project. So here's what we're going to need to do our vase today. We're going to use this tall tube vase from Dollar Tree as well as the dessert glass. I have my flower bling wrap. We're going to use that today. I also have some regular just bling wrap. We'll use that today. My Gorilla Glue. And we'll also use the glue gun as well as my Rust-Oleum 2X black flat paint. And this, you can pick it up at any hardware store. I got mine from Menards. We're going to start by removing the paper tabs from the bottom of the glass. I've already done so, but I still have that paper residue. So once again, I'm taking my alcohol on my cotton ball, and I'm just cleaning up the bottom of both my jars. Now I'm ready to glue the 2 pieces together. And this is the look that I'm trying to accomplish. Now I'm going to use my Gorilla Glue and add it to the bottom of my dessert jar. Again, I'm using a generous amount because I am going to glue the 2 vase on top. I'm going to also use some hot glue along with this for fast adhesion. I'm holding my glass firmly in place until my hot glue sets. Once my hot glue sets, I will be taking them outside and spray painting them with 2 coats of my black Rust-Oleum flat paint. I'm back. I spray painted my vase with 2 coats of the black flat paint, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. So the next thing I want to do is cover up the seam where I added the 2 together. So I'm going to take a single row of bling, and I will be gluing it to the center. I'm again going to use my Gorilla Glue along with a stick with a point, and I will be using the stick to spread the glue just around the seam so I can adhere my bling wrap. I'm using the stick because I don't want to get glue on parts of my vase that it's not necessary, because I don't know how the glue will come off with the alcohol and not damage my paint. Sorry, I meant to say the alcohol might take the paint off my vase. But here is what it's looking like. I think it's absolutely beautiful. You could actually leave it just like this, but you know we have to take it up a notch. Now we are using the bottom of the dessert jar for the bottom of the vase. So we're going to take the bling wrap and put it around the bottom of the vase. So for now, we're going to flip the vase upside down. This will make it easy for me to put the bling wrap around the base of the vase. We're going to start with the Gorilla Glue and we're going to go all around the bottom of the vase so that it will be easy to add the 2 rows of bling. Excuse me everyone, I am so tongue twisted today, but I am going to get through this, so pray for me, I'll pray for you, and we will finish this video. When we're done, we can flip the vase back over. Now we're ready to take it up a notch. We're going to take the flower bling along with our hot glue gun, and we're going to add 2 to 3 rows of this flower bling up the bottom of the flower vase. Oh my, I can hardly get the words out, but I'm working. We're going to finish it. Okay, I've added on 3 rows of the flower bling wrap at the bottom of the vase. Looks really pretty. And now I'm ready to add bling wrap around the middle. I was thinking 1 row, but now that I'm looking at the 4 rows that we have here, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I think we'll just add 4 rows here. And here's what those four rows look like. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But we're going to do just a little bit more. We're going to add another row of bling all the way at the top. So again, to make my vase easy to work on, I'm flipping the top upside down so I can add my flower bling around the top side. And here is my vase completed. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. I love the black and the silver flowers on it. It is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And here is the 2 storage containers or storage jars. Again, simply stunning. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. And if you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button. Share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to give me that thumbs up. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Thank you all for watching. Hallelujah. I got through it, and I'll see you in the next one.